get this huge honor and privilege today to introduce someone to you who has become my dear friend, and she exemplifies the every woman aspect of Silpata. Tami Dierberger is a self-proclaimed girl next door. She just wanted to earn a little extra money to help her daughter go to college. Can you relate? She started her business with no real expectations or goals, but wow, look at her now. Tami is a silver manager from Virginia with a team of dedicated and engaged leaders. She leads by example. After qualifying for Sterling Club at her very first national conference in 2006, Tami's business took off. She has qualified for 7 Sterling Clubs, 6 leaderships, 5 SOAR trips. She traveled to Vegas with Bonnie and Teresa in 2009 on the Born to Be Spoiled Rotten, and then to Barcelona in 2010 as a Viva la Diva qualifier. Also in 2010, Tami walked across the stage as a Career Sales Award winner, and again in 2011 to pick up her Career Recruiter Award. And just most recently, Tami qualified for the Sterling SOAR, and we'll be experiencing that in Waikiki, so congrats, Tami. Now, Tami might say she doesn't have the wow factor that some Silpata representatives have, but I think we all know her better, so please give a warm Silpata welcome to the girl next door and our Silpata sister, Tami Dierberger.
When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Thank you, Shirley. And good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here to celebrate Silpata's 15th birthday with you. Bonnie and Teresa, wherever you are, I just want to thank you for, you've wowed me once again with the jewelry. And thank you for sharing your dreams with us so that we can fulfill our dreams. And I also want to say thank you to the entire Silpata staff for what you do on a daily basis to help us run our businesses. I had a dream a few weeks ago that when I stepped onto this stage, my husband was sitting in the front row. Boy, was I surprised. Actually, I was a little upset because as much as I love spending time with him, this is my girlfriend weekend. It's an honor and a privilege to share my Silpata journey with you today, but I have to admit, being on this stage was not on my bucket list. When I was asked to share, my first response was no. You don't want me to share. I don't have that wow factor as a speaker. And I don't have a story of overcoming something really big. I'm just the girl next door. Well, my resistance and the battle going on within my head lasted about a minute, and then I agreed. Not because I wanted to, but because I knew this would be good for me and cause me to grow, and hopefully something I share will make a difference today. I'd like to introduce my family. I'm married to David, and we'll celebrate our 30th wedding anniversary in October. Isn't he cute? Woo! Our oldest son, we have 3 children. Our oldest son, Cameron, is 28. He's married to Kelly, the blonde there, and they're expecting their first child in October. Her name is Adele Jo, and I can't wait for this new phase in my life of being called Gigi. And yes, I have picked out my grandma name. Our daughter is Megan. She's 24, a registered nurse, and the reason I started my Silpata business. And our youngest son, Christian, is 19, living at home, attending college and working. I adore them. I'm so fortunate. Thank you. As I started to prepare for today, I wondered, how many of you are the girl next door, similar to me? I don't have a college degree, and I never had a desire to have a career or own a business. But what I do have is strong work ethic, self-motivation, a positive outlook, and common sense. My Sulpata journey started a little over 8 years ago in June of 2004. Being a wife and stay-at-home mom fulfilled me. It's all I ever wanted. At the time, our daughter was a junior in high school and starting the process of looking at colleges. We didn't have the savings to pay for her college, and I wanted to contribute. But the thought of going to work 9 to 5 just didn't fit in with our priority for me to be home full time. During that time, one of my girlfriends called me out of the blue one day to share that she had just started selling this fabulous silver jewelry and that I should too. My response, home parties? No, thank you. I don't like home parties. I seldom attend them or host them. Honestly, I couldn't stand the atmosphere of home parties where the consultant had to stand up for an hour, giving a presentation, and passing around product. I didn't understand the direct sales profession. I thought girls just did this as a hobby. I had no idea this could be a viable business. Plus, did I mention I only wore gold and very little of it? Well, my girlfriend didn't give up. She went on to share that with a Sulpata party, there is no formal presentation, yay, and how much money her sponsor made, and it was 6 figures. Now I wanted to know more. Making six figures wasn't my goal, but what I heard was the potential to actually make money at this business. So she sent me the business opportunity packet. When it arrived, my husband read it first. He told me he'd support me if I wanted to give it a try, so I thought, what the heck, I'm gonna give it 1 year. If I'm not making money and I'm not having fun, I'll quit. What have I got to lose? Well, for the first year of my business, I really made it up as I went along. My girlfriend and sponsor lived in another state, and I had no connection with other Sulpata reps. Some months I'd have a party or two, other months I had nothing. I was afraid of the no. The thing I did do right is read my learning system, and I started developing excellent customer service skills. I have no idea why I stuck with this business past my first year, except that I was determined not to fail. I didn't want to be what my impression of other direct sales reps was, and I really did believe there was potential. I just wasn't sure how to get there. 2 years into my business, Martha Price, my second upline at the time, called me and offered to coach me. We had never met, and I gladly accepted her offer. She also asked me if I would consider attending national conference. I told her, no, I'm not one of those bling bling Barbie types. I think I am. After some resistance, she offered to pay my conference fee. And honestly, it's the only reason I agreed to go. Don't you know that was the best $179 investment she's made? 2 reps on my little team wanted to go too, so the 3 of us set out for Kansas City. The first thing I learned was I didn't wear enough Sulpata jewelry. I never got the memo about wearing a minimum of 10 pieces, but that's obviously changed. Well, my life and business was forever changed that weekend. I remember it as though it were yesterday. I was sitting in the Saturday morning closing general session just like this. I listened intently to the testimonies being shared, and I was blown away by what the reps had accomplished. Sulpata's 10th anniversary trip to Maui for SOAR 2008 was announced that morning. I sat there thinking, wow, what a dream vacation. I would love to take my husband to Maui for our 25th wedding anniversary. But I could never do that. I'm not one of those girls. Yet, something happened, and I left that room changed. One of my dear Silpata sisters looked at me and said, "Uh-oh, you got it bad." She saw a look on my face, a new determination and drive. Well, we went to lunch following that session, and I immediately sat down and made two lists of women that I was going to contact when I got home. Women I could visualize as Silpata reps, and women that I would contact for bookings. I left that room with two goals: to hold 8 parties a month and to earn that trip to Maui. I went home and I got on the phone, and as a result, I promoted to star leader 4 months later in November, and I attended my first leadership conference in Nashville the following February. During a goal-setting workshop at that leadership conference, I created this pillowcase, my dream pillowcase, and look what's at the top of my list: Maui. I'm so proud to say I earned that trip to Maui. Attending my first national conference in 2006 and learning the value of setting and working toward goals catapulted my business. And since then, I've earned every SOAR trip with 4 upgrades, every leadership conference, every Sterling Club, 3 levels of the Sterling Life Incentive, the Born to Be Rotten Spoiled trip to Las Vegas, the Viva La Diva incentive trip to Barcelona, career sales, career recruiter, and I promoted to silver manager. I'm really humbled by those accomplishments, and I don't share those to toot my horn, but to say the girl next door can build a successful Silpata business. My wife's story recently changed. My husband quit his job in December to pursue his passion of starting a business, and I'm supporting our family during this transition. I can still hardly believe it. Here I am, the girl next door that never had a desire to have a career, own a business, actually supporting my family. There are a few things I believe that have played a vital role in what I've achieved. First of all, I have to praise God for everything. He's the most important person in my life. And living my life in a way that honors him and sharing his love with others is my #1 purpose. I believe he brought Silpata into my life for more than earning extra income to pay for my daughter's college. This business has changed me. I remember a few years into my business, I was struggling with my purpose in doing this business. I shared my struggle with my husband. Well, let me back up. I thought to myself, I sell jewelry. Seriously? What purpose is there in that? So I shared my struggle with David, and he quickly shared. He saw great purpose in what I was doing, that he had seen women impact my life and me impact the lives of other women in a way that would not have happened without Silpata. Hearing that validation from him changed my belief system about what Silpata is. It's more than jewelry. It changes lives. Silpata has given me confidence, and it's helped me to discover who I am. It has softened me, and it has taught me to be flexible and tolerant. Second, my business is nothing without my team and Silpata sisters. I love and care deeply for the women on my team, and it's my desire to help them achieve their dreams. Creating a team culture similar to what Bonnie and Teresa have created in Silpata is our model. And because of that, we share an incredible bond of trust, respect, and sharing. I work closely with a group of leaders on my team to plan and collaborate, and I can't imagine my business without them. There they are. I've also developed some lifelong girlfriends through Silpata, and I wish I had time to mention the name of each of you that have had a powerful impact on my life. Third, I've learned not to compare myself with others, but to be the best me. During my first national conference, when I sat and listened to the testimonies and I thought, I could never do that, I'm not one of those girls, I quickly realized that's up to me. We all have 24 hours in a day, the same jewelry, and the same training opportunity at our fingertips. The difference is what we decide to do with what we have. My motto is, if she can do it, why can't I? Finally, I treat my Silpata business like a business. I'm careful to make time to work my business and consistently put into practice the basics, like picking up the phone and offering my services to everyone. I'm a student and always learning how to be better at the home party, at recruiting, at leading a team, and all of the other details of this business. I talk to successful Silpata reps, and I find out what they're doing that's producing results, and then I put many of those ideas into practice. And I make it a goal to offer exceptional customer service to everyone I do business with, which has resulted in some amazing relationships and customer loyalty. In closing, keep in mind all of the women in your life that are the girl next door. Silpata found me even when I didn't know I needed it. Who needs what you have to offer? I love you. Thank you.